Okay guys, this is just another video about working on the old 69 Ford. If you've watched any of the others, the background is I had a axle bearing go bad and I'm having to replace it. I just wanted to show a little hack. You know, back in the old days, people didn't have a lot of tools. Or they were traveling across country. And, you know, when my parents were little, both of my grandparents on each side of my family, all the grandparents basically were migrant farm workers. And so they would travel from Missouri all the way to California following the crops. And so if something broke down out on the road, you know, you fixed it however you could. And you know, I just wanted to show you how to install a bearing install a seal. This seal right here is your axle seal. And while I was at AutoZone and O'Reilly's numerous times yesterday, I didn't think to get an installer that big. Plus, when you rent their installers, you know, they charge you about 3 times what it would cost to replace it to make sure you return it. And just the tools, the puller for that, the axle puller, the slide hammer, and the parts was $120. You know, and luckily I had that cash on me. But so even if I had remembered, I didn't really have the cash to lay out to rent it initially, which you get it back when you bring the tools back as long as they're not damaged. But I mean, just to lay that money out, I didn't have it. So I've been looking around, and you know, sometimes you can use sockets, big sockets, and that works pretty good. You can use pipe, you can use whatever, but the trick is you do not want to distort this seal at all. And once you get it started, you know, they'll go in, but initially getting it started is the hard part. And if you get it crooked, you'll bend it, and that thing is apt to leak. So I looked around, as I said, I just really couldn't find anything that I felt comfortable with pushing it in there with. And, you know, then I thought, well, why does it have to be metal? So I found this board. It was about the right shape, about the right size, and so basically what I did was just whittled it down. You know, part of that was to make it the right shape, but also it cleaned the dirt and crud off. Now, because it's not a complete circle, it's only putting pressure on part of the seal. So what I did, I put it in, I would hammer it a little bit and turn it, hammer it a little bit and turn it, hammer it a little bit and turn it, so that I was pushing the seal in more evenly than just top and bottom, or, you know, just 2 places. So that one's installed. Now we just have to get the bearings on the axle. And I don't know, I'm running out of time. I may break down and throw it in the car, run to town where there's a hydraulic press, and just do it that way. But anyway, this is just another hack, old school redneck, poor folk method of working on things. Thanks for watching, guys.